this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Drop deep, drop deep. Check, 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 check.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And some room to work. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Nice, sweetheart. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hatchet. I got it.
On the ground, this is Michel. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, watch it. Check 50, check 50. Watch that.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins. Forced out to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel, and it's 3rd and short.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
.38 yards on the scamper.
Here we go.
38 yards on the play. First down, Atlanta.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Go. Check the call. Deuce. Ready to go. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Eason, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
Hey, keep it up. Mike 14. Mike. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A give to Michelle running right. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Ready. 54. Watch the pass. Switch it. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mike's by 4. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Check, Mike.
On second down, Michelle. And able to work his way down to the 16. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Here's Haskins. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Out. Check 4. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We're scoreless after 1.
Check 99. Slam. Showing it.
And they will run it with Michel. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Switch. Watch twist. Go.
Michel going to try again. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. This is taken at the 3. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
90 Wolf.
Off the bootleg, Eason on the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Reuben the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
A loss of 7 on the sack. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check hot route. Hot. Clear.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Haskins steps away to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Come, boy. Check 43. 61. Max box. Mike.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Play action. Haskins. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Check, Lucky, split.
On second down, it's Coleman. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 33 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. That's out to his running back, Michel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, it's Haskins. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check. Kill. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill. 49.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line. The Patriots take over
Let's go,
first and
boys. Bring it
10
up.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Haskins going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. To try again after the sack. Haskins, this one caught by Ridley. 23 yards the pickup there.
We got this.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for the Patriots. First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. This time a spin. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. This is Coleman. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Down, 50, plant. Cut. Lost the twist. Check 52. SOS. Recon, 132 fighter. 14, my 14. Hey, Sam on. Go full strength. Shift. Bang. Slam. Let's go.
From the gun, Eason. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 22. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Bravo. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the safety critical.
Operating from the gun. Eason looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's put him on the... Let's put that team on the...
Shift! Watch the shift!
54, right there. 54 Mike.
I'm coming!
From the 29, Haskins. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get this. Check three.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Ready, break.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Ready. Leo. Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft. You go tight. You got tight.
They will run again with Coleman.
Get there.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the pass. Check safety.
On third and 2, Eason. He finds Coleman. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create
And it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 40, 30, past the 20. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
And get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hey, Echo. He's coming. We got double up. Drop, rock it. Crunch. Shoot.
On first and 10, Eason, he completes it to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
On first down, Coleman. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They go play action with Haskins. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. 25, check 25, check 25. Joker, 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 Joker.
They go play action now. Haskins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards, the final tally. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And he will find Ridley on the left side. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown. Here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. He ended up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. 20! And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 29-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Second and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Hayward. I don't think you got it up.
Second and 5 now. Haskins. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Schwartz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Haskins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
Check 24. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Echo. 54.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Open man is Higgins. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
I got him. Shift. Hey, 3. Wait, 2. Cut. Mike 5-4. 2-6. You run. Hey, watch that. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
You better be afraid of me.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 9 now. On the screen, this is Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the draw play, Coleman. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keeps.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This fielded at the 2. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. Carl Nassib showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here's Haskins to throw, and he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And partner, I must say, good to see you again, Ben.